For decades, value in diaspora communities has traveled along a strictly predictable path. Geographic distance creates financial friction, causing local capital and talent to drift outward, away from their communities of origin. It is a continuous one-way street. Physical distance introduces heavy transfer fees, meaning every dollar sent back home is drained by intermediaries before it ever reaches its destination. Traditional fintech companies attempt to solve this geographic friction, but to convince people to download their apps and trust their platforms, these startups rely on massive marketing budgets, spending venture capital on digital ads to acquire users. When a company spends heavily to acquire a customer, they have to earn that money back. They do this by extracting high fees from the very transactions they promise to make cheaper. The intended solution perfectly recreates the original problem. Reversing this flow of capital requires a system with an entirely different mathematical foundation. It has to build deep, resilient community trust from absolute scratch, and it has to do it without spending a single dollar on traditional marketing. Instead of buying attention through algorithms and expensive banner ads, a sustainable network has to grow by organically earning active participants through shared understanding. So how exactly do you capture diaspora capital and build a self-sustaining financial ecosystem without relying on a paid marketing budget? The answer relies on public, creator-led education. Specifically, the YouTube Partner Program becomes the primary infrastructure for discovering new users and validating their interest. This animated progress gauge illustrates YouTube's exact eligibility thresholds. To enter the program, a channel must secure 1,000 subscribers and accumulate 4,000 valid public watch hours. Those bars locking into place serve as critical public proof. They demonstrate mathematically that people are actively staying, learning, and returning to the material, replacing a marketing budget with verifiable trust. This sustained, measurable attention replaces paid acquisition. It provides the initial, high-octane momentum required to power a completely new kind of financial architecture. We can visualize this architecture as a solar system. At the center, this glowing core is the unified Sigma platform. Think of this as the central operating system, designed to convert verified attention into direct financial action. Docking into that core is the iMen ecosystem. This handles the audience layer, capturing viewer attention, fostering community identity, and generating organic referral loops. Next is Sigma BankAI. This serves as the trust layer, locking in regulated banking rails, compliance-first onboarding, and secure utility for global remittances. Then we add the Exodus project, the innovation layer. This component handles agile digital asset deployment and rapid offshore experimentation. Finally, Vector Capital Partners slides into place. This is the capital formation layer, structuring investable narratives around tokenized real-world assets for the community. With all 5 entities spinning in alignment, they form a virtually integrated innovation engine. They operate simultaneously, continuously pulling users deeper into the ecosystem. Let's trace a single user through this pipeline. A person starts by watching an educational video, relating to the mission and subscribing to the channel. Over time, as they consume more content and invite others through community referral loops, that passive subscriber becomes a qualified lead. This flowchart tracks what happens next. The lead moves through Sigma BankAI's compliance protocols, passing verification to activate their own secure digital wallet. Once the wallet is active, the individual interacts with decentralized assets, extending their connection to become an active participatory node in the network. That local node then stakes capital and provides security to the system, evolving into a funded, structural owner of the ecosystem platform. In clear, sequential steps, an individual watching a video on their phone is converted into a funded co-owner of a decentralized global neobank. This architecture ensures that raw attention solidifies into digital identity. That identity grants financial access, and that access ultimately matures into network ownership. Because this progression relies on public education and community trust rather than paid ads, customer acquisition costs drop to near zero, creating a friction-free, self-sustaining loop. This entire architecture functions as a dedicated mechanism for reverse capital migration. Money no longer leaks outward into a void. It circles back into diaspora communities, bringing actionable financial intelligence and structural power with it. By aligning trust, capital, and community, this unified engine reorganizes how diaspora communities build, capture, and own their wealth.